This should be the last puzzle of the game. This is the goat pen that I'm trying to put together. I've seen some ideas about how to build some of them, but the fastest and the easiest option available to me is rectangular shed. I'm going to cover the sides using shingles right across, shingles on the other side, and roll shingle from top to the back. I may have to make this top a lot solid, put like two more braces in between, or make it more compact so they can jump on it and mess around. It's going to be the entrance. So they're going to go in from here. I'm going to cover both sides and the back. It's going to be three sides. So I'm going to put some pallets on the ground too. I don't have any goal to make it look beautiful other than make it functional. So I'm for functionality instead of, the beauty of it. So we want to have them where we can be in the garden. Garden is facing that way. We want to be in the garden and take a look at them and see if they're in there. Uh, we don't have to come in here every single time to see where they are. The goat pen is 400 feet of fencing. I will have to do my math to see what square foot is that. It's not a perfect square. We have 5 angles and they're unequal. The longest one is 100 feet long. The shortest one is 45 feet long. I understand it can be a perfect square, a perfect rectangle, or 90-degree angle. I'm not, I'm not shooting for that. I'm just shooting for a solid rectangular or near rectangular shed for the animals to hide when it's sunshine or when it's raining. Okay, so far this is what I got going. I have to make sure that I have a solid top. Same thing for the back here. It's gonna be the back facing the garden. So whenever we're working in the garden, right out there, outside the fence, we can see them hanging out from here. So this is what we got so far. This is the whole thing. It's a clear picture. So I'll be completing this shortly. I'll do a quick walkthrough. So this is the entrance. And that's the outside part, the other outside part. So when you get in, like I said, this is 400 feet of fencing. Nothing more, nothing less. It's a 5-sided fencing. There's a 12.5 gauge wire fencing, and the posts are 6 feet tall. And by the time I hit in the ground, we have about 5 feet left. And the wire itself is 6 feet tall. You can see it's hanging high above the post. When I was getting closer to where the door is at, where we're gonna have a lot of activity or door opening and closing, shutting off and on, I have solid regular T-post. It's a solid one, the standard one. This is not going anywhere. Same for that. So I put 1, 2, 3, 4 of these posts where we're gonna have a lot of activities. So where there's not much, maybe just go banging on it or messing around, that's where I put these smaller ones. So every other one, I try to add a solid post. So these are solid. This is really, really solid. I didn't try to put tension on it because there's no need for it. I can lean on this thing. I'll lean on this thing with all my weight, and it's not going anywhere. So this is the first angle. Then we go that way. I did not put heavy post, the real solid post on this side because it's short. It's about 40 feet long, but it has this already. This has a solid post inside of it, so I was able to secure it. Well, so far, this is what we have. 400 feet long. 400 feet long. Something you could have noticed is that there are zip ties. Yes, the zip ties was to keep it in place when I was putting it together. Have no help at the time, and we are so busy that I had to do this alone. My wife has been working on the seed starting and getting the garden layout in place while I mess with the goats. So that's why I have to do it alone. So it's hard for me to put it in place all by myself and at the same time clip it in place or put the post up, put the wire on it and keep the wire on the post. So what I did is it's easier to put zip tie. See that? That is 16 gauge wire that I cut up to clip it in. So with this in place, see that? It takes care of any movement. So let's say the zip tie got wear and tear over time and got worn out or some heavy object attack it. You still have the heavy metal 16 gauge wire in place to keep it. Same thing for here. You see the zip tie and you see the metal. Same thing here. Zip tie, metal first, then zip tie. So zip tie kind of hold it together, but this is just to clip it in place. Like, okay, if zip tie goes off, we have that. I read like zip tie might hold it, but the question is how long or as time goes by, you might have broken zip ties with enough tension on it. So uh, that's the entrance again. So I wish I have a drone. So it goes all across, angle one, small angle, then long one, and coming down this way, then finally coming this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, very short one right there, and 5 coming this way. So those are angles, and here you have it.
So we are doing a quick tour of where we are so far in the garden. Almost finished laying out the rest of our in-ground beds. And it's going to be a lot of planting space. Our raised beds here, this is what was inside of the greenhouse, but we're going to just use them outside. We are going to put that one down here across, going crossway. My husband is in the process of finished laying them out. And all of the beds are starting to come together. He still has, these are the ones that's rolled up here, right here, 4 to put up here, 1 right here. And we are skipping this area just because of the tree stump. And then that one across the back. Also, the goat pen looking good. He has it all closed in. This here is the grapevine that we planted a couple of years ago. We have not gotten any grapes yet, but I'm hopeful that we'll get some this year. Grapes and muscadine. And that over there is where the orchard is. I am excited about the way things are looking really good.